What's up, football fanatics, and welcome back to the Roger Report. We're diving headfirst into the most explosive football stories hitting the headlines. Get ready for a rapid-fire rundown that'll have you on the edge of your seat. First up, we're talking Ballon d'Or controversies, from Nedved and Ribéry to Messi and CR7, and this year's shock winner, Ousmane Dembélé. Then, get this. Aitana Bonmatí is making history with her third consecutive women's Ballon d'Or, putting Lionel Messi's massive record under serious threat. We'll break down how she's dominating the game. Next, we're revisiting those legendary Ballon d'Or debates. Think Sneijder versus Ribéry, Messi versus Cristiano Ronaldo, and all the players who felt robbed. And finally, can Cristiano Ronaldo really be done with European football? We've got the inside scoop from an ex-Man Ut coach on the spectacular money pulling him towards Al-Nassr. Don't go anywhere. Smash that like button, subscribe, and ring that notification bell so you don't miss a single second. The Ballon d'Or, football's most coveted crown, but always a controversy. This year's Ballon d'Or ceremony saw Ousmane Dembélé take home the prestigious award, capping off a stellar season with Paris Saint-Germain, where he notched an incredible 35 goals and 16 assists, leading them to a Champions League triumph. But if this year's choice has everyone nodding in agreement, history tells a different story, filled with decisions that have ignited fierce debates across the football world. Think back to 1996, when Germany lifted the European Championship, and Matthias Sammer claimed the Ballon d'Or. Many felt Ronaldo, the phenomenon, was the true dominator that year, with Sammer's win by a single point leaving fans and pundits debating for months, a regret echoed by fans of the legendary Alex Del Piero. Then there's Michael Owen in 2001, winning the Ballon d'Or based on cup successes like the UEFA Cup, while missing out on the Premier League and Champions League. This overshadowed the incredible performances of Oliver Kahn and Francesco Totti. Pavel Nedved's 2003 win famously edged out Thierry Henry and left Paolo Maldini, who had a trophy-laden year with AC Milan, in third place. Ronaldinho's magical 2005 season captivated the globe, but many argued that Steven Gerrard, after leading Liverpool's incredible comeback in Istanbul, deserved a higher spot than third. The 2010 award saw Inter Milan's historic treble with Wesley Sneijder and Diego Milito at its core. Yet Lionel Messi took the Ballon d'Or, infuriating Inter fans and Massimo Moratti himself. Frank Ribéry was the undisputed star as Bayern Munich dominated in 2013, but Cristiano Ronaldo claimed the award, leaving the French winger feeling he'd missed a career-defining chance. Even Cristiano Ronaldo's own repeat win in 2014, fueled by Real Madrid's La Decima, was shadowed by Germany's World Cup triumph and Manuel Neuer's incredible goalkeeping, reigniting the debate about whether a keeper could ever truly win. And just 10 years ago, Lionel Messi's seventh Ballon d'Or win sparked fresh controversy, with many believing Robert Lewandowski, after a record-breaking Bundesliga season, was robbed, especially considering the cancelled 2020 award that many felt should have been his. This year's triumph for Dembélé, who had never even been in the top 30 before, has reignited these debates, with many pointing to Barcelona's young sensation Lamine Yamal as the true deserving winner, though he did secure the Copa Trophy for Best Young Player. Don't go anywhere, because the debate over who deserved what is far from over. Next, we're heading into the women's game, where a Barcelona superstar is rewriting the record books and challenging Lionel Messi's dominance. Aitana Bonmatí Makes History, three-peats the women's Ballon d'Or and eyes Messi's record. Aitana Bonmatí has officially cemented her place in football legend, becoming the first woman to win 3 consecutive women's Ballon d'Or awards. The Barcelona and Spain midfielder claimed the 2025 honor, adding to her victories in 2023 and 2024, making her the most decorated player in the history of the women's Ballon d'Or. This incredible achievement places her in elite company. While Cristiano Ronaldo never managed 3 consecutive Ballon d'Ors, Lionel Messi stands as the benchmark, with 4 straight wins from 2009 to 2012. Only Messi and Michel Platini have ever secured 3 consecutive wins before Bonmatí's latest triumph. Her third consecutive crown came despite Barcelona facing a challenging 2024-25 season, where they narrowly lost the UEFA Women's Champions League final to Arsenal. Nevertheless, Bonmatí's individual brilliance shone through. She was named UCL Player of the Season, captained Barcelona to a domestic treble, and was instrumental in Spain's run to the UEFA Women's Euro 2025 final. This latest award continues Barcelona Femení's remarkable dominance, as the world's best female footballer has now come from the club for 5 consecutive years, with Alexia Putellas winning in 2021 and 2022 before Bonmatí's reign. Looking ahead, Aitana Bonmatí now has her sights firmly set on Lionel Messi's record of 4 consecutive wins. Achieving this will require her to maintain her exceptional form through the 2025-26 season, facing increased pressure from emerging talents and evolving tactical innovations across European football. The competitive landscape is intensifying, with Arsenal's Champions League victory adding another layer of challenge and nations investing heavily in their women's programs. Bonmatí must navigate these dynamics while preserving her individual brilliance. But is this the end of the debate? Not by a long shot. Now, let's rewind and relive some of the most heated Ballon d'Or controversies that have left fans arguing for decades. Ballon d'Or battles, when football's biggest stars felt robbed. The Ballon d'Or, football's ultimate individual prize, has a storied history, but not every crowning moment has been met with universal acclaim. While this year's winner, Ousmane Dembélé, led Paris Saint-Germain to a stunning Champions League victory with 35 goals and 16 assists, the echoes of past debates about who truly deserved the award are louder than ever. Remember 1996? Germany triumphed at the Euros, and Matthias Sammer took home the Ballon d'Or. However, many argue that the explosive Ronaldo, the phenomenon, was the undisputed star of the year, with the narrow margin of victory leaving the debate wide open. Fast forward to 2001, Michael Owen lifted the Ballon d'Or on the back of UEFA Cup and domestic cup success. But crucially, he didn't win the Premier League or Champions League, overshadowing the stellar performances of Oliver Kahn and Francesco Totti. Then came 2003, when Pavel Nedved controversially won the award, beating out a strong challenge from Thierry Henry and leaving AC Milan captain Paolo Maldini, who had won the Champions League, Coppa Italia, and Super Cup, in third place. Ronaldinho's dazzling displays in 2005 captivated the world, but the incredible Istanbul comeback led by Liverpool's Steven Gerrard made many believe the Reds' captain was unfairly overlooked. Perhaps one of the most contentious years was 2010, when Inter Milan achieved an historic treble with Wesley Sneijder and Diego Milito, yet Lionel Messi was awarded the Ballon d'Or, a decision that incensed Inter fans and club president Massimo Moratti. In 2013, Frank Ribéry was the standout performer in a dominant Bayern Munich side, only for Cristiano Ronaldo to claim the prize, a decision that left the French winger deeply disappointed. Even Cristiano Ronaldo's own subsequent wins were not without controversy. His 2014 triumph was followed by Germany's World Cup victory and Manuel Neuer's heroic goalkeeping, reigniting the age-old debate about whether a goalkeeper could ever win the award. Most recently, Lionel Messi's 7th Ballon d'Or in 2021 sparked outrage, with many feeling Robert Lewandowski, who had a record-breaking Bundesliga season, was robbed, especially given the cancelled 2020 award that many believed was rightfully his. This year's win for Dembélé, a first-time contender, has only added fuel to the fire, with many arguing that Barcelona's young sensation Lamine Yamal was the true deserving winner, despite Yamal securing the Copa trophy. These debates are legendary, but what's happening in the present day? Get ready, because we're turning our attention to Cristiano Ronaldo and a seismic claim about his future in European football. Cristiano Ronaldo's European exit, ex-coach reveals spectacular Saudi millions. Will we ever see Cristiano Ronaldo grace the European football pitches again? According to Rene Meulensteen, a former coach at Manchester United, the chances are slim. With a new 2-year contract reportedly signed with Saudi Pro League side Al-Nassr, and already at the age of 40, the Portuguese superstar is expected to see out his illustrious career in the Middle East, lured by what Meulensteen describes as spectacular money. This move signals a potential end to one of the most storied careers in European football history. Ronaldo, a five-time Ballon d'Or winner and arguably the greatest goalscorer of all time, has captivated audiences across England, Spain, and Italy. His move to Saudi Arabia, following his departure from Manchester United in late 2022, was a clear indication of his career winding down in the top European leagues. The financial package offered by Al-Nassr is understood to be astronomical, far exceeding what most European clubs could or would offer at this stage of his career. Meulenssteen's comments suggest that the allure of this financial security and the opportunity to be a leading figure in a rapidly growing league have outweighed any potential desire to return to the intense competition of European football. While Ronaldo has always defied expectations, his age and the significant investment from Saudi clubs in high-profile players like himself indicate a strategic shift in his career trajectory. The Saudi Pro League aims to become a major force in global football, and securing Ronaldo for the remainder of his playing days is a massive coup for them. Audience impact. Fans are divided, with some lamenting the end of an era in European football and others excited to see Ronaldo continue his legacy in a new frontier. Analysts point to the growing influence of Middle Eastern investment in sports as a significant factor. And that's a wrap on today's explosive football news. But before you go, let's quickly recap the biggest stories we covered and make sure you're subscribed. What a show, football fans! We've covered Ousmane Dembélé's controversial Ballon d'Or win, Aitana Bonmatí's historic three-peat, revisited legendary Ballon d'Or debates, and heard why Cristiano Ronaldo might be done with Europe. Don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe to the Roger Report for all your daily football fix, ring that notification bell so you never miss an update, drop a comment with your thoughts on these stories, and follow us on all social media platforms. We'll see you in the next one.